Is it time to buy or sell Apple stock? In this video, we will explore Apple in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Wednesday, the 23rd of April, 2025. And now, we are here to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed about our latest analyses. You certainly do not want to miss any vital updates that could affect your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched artificial intelligence stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of artificial intelligence and receive complimentary price predictions and in-depth analyses for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be regarded as financial advice. Since the 23rd of April, 2025, our system has ranked Apple as a hold accumulate, awarding it a score of 0.44. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. The stock has experienced natural fluctuations, but it currently reflects a loss of 0.00% since our initial hold accumulate recommendation. The stock is currently situated in the midst of a very broad and declining trend in the short term, with indications of further declines within this trend. The present 3-month trend suggests a potential decrease of approximately 18.38% over the upcoming 3 months, with possible returns ranging from minus 34.39% to minus 14.13%. Shifting our focus to the longer term, our 12-month analysis forecasts a projected change of 13.05%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between minus 4.04% and 48.56% over the following year. In current terms, this translates to a future price estimate between $196.33 and $303.95. Our latest daily update for Apple features the headline, Apple stock upgraded to hold accumulate. The Apple stock price increased by 2.43% on the last trading day, which was Wednesday, the 23rd of April, 2025. It rose from $199.74 to $204.60. During that trading day, the stock experienced fluctuations of 2.56%, with a low of $202.80 and a high of $208. The price has risen in 6 out of the last 10 days and has increased by 18.66% over the past 2 weeks. Additionally, trading volume has also risen, with 934,000 more shares traded compared to the previous day. In total, 53 million shares changed hands, amounting to approximately $10.8 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached was $260.10, while the lowest was $166.21. Currently, the price stands 21.34%, or $55.50, below the 52-week high of $260.10, which is also the all-time high for the stock. Apple shares are under considerable pressure following the European Union's decision to impose a fine of €500 million for violations of the Digital Markets Act. This fine, along with similar penalties for Meta, has been labeled by the White House as economic extortion, suggesting potential geopolitical tensions that may influence investor sentiment. Additionally, Apple's forthcoming fiscal second quarter earnings report is attracting considerable attention, particularly regarding management's approach to new U.S. tariffs, especially those affecting supplies from China. Analysts remain optimistic, predicting that strong demand for iPhones could enable Apple to exceed revenue expectations, despite concerns regarding pricing adjustments and cost control measures. However, some analysts urge caution. They caution that optimism may be unfounded given the potential for a lukewarm demand environment as we move into 2026. This mixed outlook indicates that while short-term earnings might be solid, long-term growth could encounter challenges from regulatory fines and market conditions. In the short term, these developments could introduce volatility around earnings announcements, affecting trading strategies among investors. Conversely, the strong fundamentals from iPhone sales may offer some protection against these regulatory pressures, influencing stock sentiment both positively and negatively as investors evaluate short-term profits against possible long-term obstacles. Analyst ratings. On Sunday, the 13th of April 2025, it was reported that UBS assigned Apple a buy rating with a hold recommendation. On Wednesday, the 2nd of April, 2025, it was noted that Citigroup also provided a buy rating for Apple with a hold recommendation. On the same day, Tigris Financial awarded Apple a strong buy rating, accompanied by a hold recommendation. On Wednesday, the 12th of March, 2025, Morgan Stanley rated Apple as overweight with a hold recommendation. On Friday, the 21st of February, 2025, UBS assigned Apple a reduced rating with an upgrade recommendation. Analysts have assigned Apple stock a general neutral rating. They categorize the price-to-earnings ratio as a strong sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. However, for return on investment, the analysts have given the stock a strong buy rating. The following signals have been identified for Apple. A buy signal was issued from a pivot bottom point on Tuesday, the 8th of April, 2025, and so far it has risen by approximately 18.66%. Further increases are indicated until a new top pivot is established. Volume is rising alongside the price, which is considered a positive technical signal. However, some negative signals have also been issued, which may influence short-term developments. The Apple stock holds a buy signal from the short-term moving average, yet the long-term average presents a general sell signal. Since the long-term average is above the short-term average, this creates a general sell signal for the stock, indicating a more negative outlook. Should the stock continue to gain, it will encounter resistance from the long-term moving average at $210.75. Conversely, if the stock declines, it will find support from the short-term average at $199.5. A breakout above the long-term average will provide another buy signal, while a drop below the short-term average will generate an additional sell signal, thereby reinforcing the general outlook. Furthermore, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, also known as MACD. Here are some additional signals that you may find intriguing. Moving average convergence divergence indicates a sell signal. Pivots have presented a buy signal 11 days ago. Bollinger Bands signaled a buy opportunity 12 days ago. The short-term moving average issued a buy signal 3 days ago. Conversely, the long-term moving average suggested a sell signal 35 days ago. The relationship between short and long moving averages indicated a buy signal 32 days ago. Analyzing the 12-month chart reveals the short moving average provided a buy signal 2 days ago. The long-term moving average generated a buy signal 34 days ago. The relationship between short and long moving averages also indicated a buy signal 29 days ago. For more signals, be sure to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for Apple. Apple finds support from accumulated volume at $198.85. This level may represent a buying opportunity, as an upward reaction can be expected when the support is tested. Throughout the day, this stock may experience significant movement, indicating high volatility. The prediction interval, suggested by the Bollinger Band, classifies this stock as high risk. In the past day, the stock fluctuated by $5.20 between its high and low, which is a change of 2.56%. Over the last week, the stock has shown an average daily volatility of 2.82%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Apple, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly referred to as the PE ratio. This important metric measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. This is considered a relatively normal PE ratio, frequently observed in companies with long-standing histories or stable revenue streams. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the first quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 1st of May, 2025. Analysts have consensus estimates set at $1.60. It is important to monitor these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now, let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Apple. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Apple is at $218.27. If you don't own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Apple encounters its first support level at $198.85. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Apple from multiple analyst sources is neutral. Now, let's explore some recent insider trades. The 5 most recent insider trades were carried out by Perek Kevin, who bought and sold 40,235 shares or options in the company. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we have determined that the insider power is negative, with a ratio of negative 26.179. In total, insiders acquired 1,389,288 shares and divested 2,346,668 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $196.09, representing a decline of 4.16%. This stock experiences significant daily fluctuations, indicating a high level of risk. A buy signal has emerged from a pivot bottom identified 10 days ago. Is Apple stock a good buy? Apple presents several positive indicators. However, they are not sufficient to categorize it as a strong buy at this time. Currently, it is advisable to consider Apple as a hold or accumulate position while we await further developments. Our analysis has been upgraded since the last evaluation, moving from a sell recommendation to a hold or accumulate stance. After examining the volatility and movements from the previous trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Thursday, the 24th of April, we anticipate Apple will open higher by approximately 53 cents, starting at $205.13. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should speak with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decisions on StockInvest.us. By using this information, you agree and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. Here is our current perspective on the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for this stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With best regards from everyone here at StockInvest.